Hey everybody, I'm going to do a Jack story. Here's a picture of my dad right here. Here's a deer that he shot. When my dad was in his 20s, he was a school teacher, and after school he would work for a man who lived in Emmett whose name was Rex Lanham. And Rex had also had his own private airport and did some contract mosquito spraying for the county and some things like that. And my dad would fly with the guys and work on airplanes and just kind of do whatever. And Rex Lanham also owned a property in a remote place, what is now the Frank Church Wilderness. It was called Cabin Creek. And one day when Rex Lanham was taking off from Cabin Creek, he blew a tire on his small airplane. I should know what kind of airplane it is, but I can't remember. Very small airplane. And as soon as he could, he radioed to his guys in Emmett and said that he had blown a tire on his airplane and he was going to need some help. So my dad and a friend of his named Ron Vaughn thought of a plan. They got a big flatbed pickup and some tools, and they headed out to the freeway between Ontario and Caldwell. And they radioed to the pilot, Rex, to meet them out there. So everybody kind of got situated, and sure enough, here comes an airplane flying down the freeway with one blown tire. So my dad and Ron started speeding down the freeway as fast as the truck would go, and the plane slowed down to like 60, 70 miles an hour and hovered over the top of the flatbed pickup. And my dad got out onto the back of the flatbed pickup with, he did say that somebody was holding his belt while he was standing up on the back of the pickup, the flatbed pickup, going down the freeway, and he changed the tire on the airplane while the airplane was flying. This is probably the most incredible story that my dad has ever told, but I gotta say, he's repeated it many times the same way. And the interesting thing was, the thing that he remembered the most was when the tire was changed and the pilot gave more throttle to the airplane. The prop wash had an effect on my dad, and he felt like he was going to fall off the pickup. But again, someone had a hold of his belt, and so they got back in the pickup and drove back to Emmett. And by the time they got there, the airplane had landed safely, and everything was okay. Just another day in the life of my dad, Jack.